Right guys, welcome to another World Cup team preview series. And in today's episode, we are going to be talking about Serbia. That's right, we're going to be talking about Serbia in this episode. Now, if you like this sort of World Cup team preview series, why not hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. And ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any of these World Cup team preview updates that will be coming out over the next few days. And why not get started with the video. So Serbia are a part of the UEFA or the European Confederation when it comes to World Cup qualifying. And the nickname of the team is the Eagles, which is basically a symbol of the nation of Serbia. And a fun fact for you about Serbia is that they were the first European nation to reach a World Cup semi-final back in 1930. They were the only European team that reached the semi-final of the very first ever World Cup in 1930 in Uruguay. Unfortunately, they lost that game probably like 6-0, I believe, and so that probably isn't the best way that they would start the World Cup semi-final campaign. But Serbia have made 12 previous appearances at this stage of the World Cup. This will be the 13th appearance, so they do have a lot of World Cup pedigree. Now they do have a lot of those records coming from their days when they were known as Yugoslavia. So Serbia were in the qualifying group of Group A, containing the likes of Portugal, the Republic of Ireland, Luxembourg and Azerbaijan. Now Serbia and Portugal were the ones that were heading neck and neck throughout the qualifying campaign, with the other three teams, Republic of Ireland, Luxembourg and Azerbaijan, weren't able to catch up with them. And it actually came down to the final day with both Serbia and Portugal level on points, and Serbia had to win their match against Portugal on the final day to reach the World Cup automatically, or else they would have probably might have missed out on the World Cup if they made through the playoffs. And so in the end, Serbia scored a last minute headed goal in order to secure their qualification for the World Cup on the final day. And it was one of the most dramatic scenes in which they were actually playing in Portugal against Portugal. So to be able to score and basically silence the home crowd, it was a big moment for Serbia as they made it to a successive World Cup back-to-back in 2018 and now in 2022, both times through automatic qualification. So the manager or the head coach of the Serbia team is Dragan Stojkic, who is a Serbian manager, and he has been managing the team over the past few months and over the last year as well. Now, some of the star players of the Serbia team include the likes of Dusan Tadic, Filip Kostic, and obviously the man in form. He's also a Newcastle fan, so a little bit of something. Aleksandar Mitrovic, obviously always on fire, and they also have players such as Dusan Vlahovic and Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. So a lot of quality players in the Serbia team. However, Serbia haven't made past the group stage of a World Cup since 1998. So it is a long time coming for Serbia, and hopefully now with their players that they can finally push on and finally reach a World Cup knockout stage for the first time in ages, basically. So the way that Serbia likes to play is that they usually play in a 3-4-1-2 formation, in which both of their attacking players, the two strikers basically, are the ones that come up with the goals, and whereas the midfield and the wing backs try to supplement a lot of Serbia's attacking threat. And obviously Serbia like to sit back when they are defending as well, obviously. Now, some of the strengths of the Serbia team is the goal scoring. So obviously they have players such as Dusan Vlahovic and Aleksandar Mitrovic, who are currently doing quite well in terms of goal scoring. in the respective clubs. But also, a player like Mitrovic is known for scoring a lot of goals for Serbia. I believe he ended up as the top scorer of the most recent Nations League campaign for all of Europe. So they do come in with a lot of goal scoring opportunities for the Serbia team. Now that also includes a lot of that midfield protection, which is another strength of their team. The midfield really like to give a lot of protection to their defense, but also try to supplement a lot of their attack, including the likes of a Tadic, who plays as that playmaking role and trying to create a lot of opportunities for the goal scorers. Now, some of the weaknesses of the Serbia team is a lack of mobility, and this is mostly at the back when players aren't really the best sort of players. Serbia don't have a wealth of defensive options, and they do lack a little bit of defensive solidity that might undo them against some of the more tougher teams such as Brazil or Switzerland or Cameroon as well. Now, a lot of Serbia's opportunities that they concede come from when they're trying to get back in the transition from attack to defense, and where that defense is sometimes exposed from a lot of these teams that they would like to exploit. But hopefully Serbia won't be that defensive open basically. And another weakness of the team is the previous struggles at previous campaigns, previous tournaments. The fact that Serbia have never reached the knockout stage of a major tournament since Euro 2000 or even a World Cup since 1998, that's a whole generation already, 1 or 2 generations probably now, that Serbia have not reached any relative success at a major tournament. And so Serbia would like to really correct those wrongs, but it always seems that Serbia always falls short at very big moments in tournaments that they are in. Now, will Serbia be able to finally break that hurdle? Well, we will have to see in Qatar. And so, for this upcoming World Cup in Qatar, Serbia are drawn into Group G, and they will be facing a lot of familiar teams that they have played in previous World Cups, and actually the previous World Cup. They began their campaign on Thursday, the 24th of November, 10 p.m. local time, against the team that they played at the last World Cup, the very last match in which they were officially eliminated by Brazil. So not a good start for them. But on Monday, the 28th of November, 1 p.m. local time in Qatar, Serbia will be up against Cameroon, one of the African teams at this World Cup. And then on Friday, the 2nd of December, 10 p.m. local time, Serbia will be up against Switzerland, a team that they also played at the previous World Cup. They lost that match 2-1. However, it was one of the most feisty matches at that World Cup. Now, this might be probably the most do or die type of match. Potentially, if Serbia beats Switzerland, Serbia might have qualified for the next round of the World Cup. But if they lose this match again to Switzerland, then they might miss out once again from the knockout stage. So this will be a very tough group for Serbia to qualify from, but they hope that they can prove a lot of people wrong and go far at a World Cup or even just a major tournament for the first time in ages. Will they do it? Well, time will tell. So that's it for the World Cup team preview series on Serbia. And if you like these sort of World Cup team preview series, why not hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. And also ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any of these World Cup team preview series that'll be coming out over the next few days. And the next episode will be tomorrow on a Saturday, a very special one, but it is to catch up on the schedule. So the next episode on Saturday, the 29th of October, we'll be talking about South Korea. Yes, one of the Asian teams at this World Cup. We'll be talking about South Korea in that episode. And so if you don't want to miss out on South Korea's episode, well, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss out on that video. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. And also, enjoy your Friday nights.